business meeting that they sent me just now for, and I said I'm on a important interview with Mr. Donovan Dewar.
It's not how you say my last name, but good try though. It's Dwyer,
I
Donovan
know,
Dwyer.
but I'm gonna call
But
you Dewar because you're trying to do Kincaid's job now.
I'm not doing Kincaid's job.
Oh,
What are you talking about?
I forgot you're his apprentice.
No, he's the present. I'm the future. That's what I would call it, the future. So
And
anyway,
the reason of an apprentice.
I don't know. All right, I'm gonna do my intro now. Yo, guys, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another interview. Today, I'm with the Warden. How is it going?
It was going fine until I got this call. What happened?
Well, we set this up like last week, so it's just to get to know you, man.
Okay.
So, what what is the Warden?
The warden is me.
Well, I know that, but who is the Warden? I'll clarify.
The warden is a methodical, always calculating man who's always got a plan.
You're a poet, I see, because that rhymes.
No, I'm smart, educated, different.
Oh, okay. So, let's first talk about how long have you been in wrestling?
Well, it's only been a couple of years, like I want to say
Oh, so that's
years.
pretty cool. Now, you run your own team. I don't know the name of, but I've seen some videos on Don Kincaid's Facebook of you with your teammates. Can you
Pyramids
tell
of
us more
Power.
about that? The
The
Pyramids of
Pyramids
Power.
of Power. The only two-time Battlefront Tag Team Champion. The only dominant tag team you should be looking at in the Indies.
Mm. I agree to disagree. Agree with the dominant part, but your
That's what we
opinion.
do. We dominate.
That's that's pretty good. Cool way to uh see your guys' self. Um, so you wear a mask. I noticed. Why you wear a mask? Why?
Because it's my identity. That's who I am. The mask is part of me.
Well, it's pretty cool. Are you a luchador?
No, I'm not. I'm a manager that wears a mask. Something different. Something. If you were around the golden age, you will see a wrestler by the name of Kimchi, who used to be a manager of Kamala, used to wear masks. So I said I want to bring that back.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I see. I see. Now, can you tell us more about your relationship with Don Kincaid? Let's just get into that.
Why? Why get into the relationship with Don Kincaid? It
Well,
started out fine. It was a great one till the day we did a Christmas get together in Battlefront. He spoke about this. He decided to ask my wife to help her to the car. He ended up in my trunk, tied up. He escaped. Then he decided to start booing a colleague of ours in the team that we have called the Collusion, Mr. Morisoff, and he started booing us loud, so we started charging him. And from there, the relationship became a love hate relationship. He loves to boo us. I hate the boos, but I love to torture.
now, if other people boo you, do you charge them too, or is it just
No,
Kincaid?
I actually put it on Kincaid's tab
Oh.
because he
Would you
started it.
would you be able to tell us where his tab is right now? What?
It's
How
in the
much?
thousands. Thousands.
Thousands.
Not one, not two, not three, not four. It's up there.
Now, you were on the fan roundtable a month ago, and along with Morsoff, if I said his name right, I think I did.
Uh-huh. You did.
And you guys did kept talking about how he owes you money, and I also came up with merchandise. Like I made custom T-shirts that we're ordering, and I'm just waiting everyone to chip in. Kincaid chipped in, and I told him I was thinking about giving his cut to you. Would that help in any way?
I'll probably cut it down to a little bit, but remember, last year was $5 a boo. We're at 2020, and it went up double plus a 15% tax plus another 6% tax in Massachusetts. So I got to see how much that will bring him close to what he owes us.
Now, there's another side of me. This is like the nice Donovan, the future. And then there's this side of me, who I don't really understand where my relationship stands with Mr. Kincaid, but he owes me money just like he owes you too.
Yeah?
So last week he interviewed me, and I threatened him with you that you were gonna go after him
I did
because
see
he
it.
owes us money. You
I
did
saw
see
it.
that? Can you? What are your thoughts on me putting you over in my interview?
I actually sent him a comment and said, I think Mr. Kincaid has a Warden problem thanks to Mr. Donovan. So yeah, I enjoyed it.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now, where did you exactly get involved in wrestling? What made you want to get involved?
I've always been a fan of wrestling since I was a kid. And it's like I said in the roundtable, I say it in my own interviews. If you're not a fan of this business, you'll never get into this business. And if you do get into this business, you have to love this business. I grew up watching the greats. I grew up watching Hogan, the Flairs, the Steamboats, the Macho Man, the Harley Rays, the Killer. You know, I seen Killer Kowalski. I seen all of them, all the way down to now. And to tell you the truth, I've learned about the psychology and the storytelling of the game because of that. Even Undertaker, 30 years plus being in the business, there hasn't been great storytellers like there was in that time, and that's how I got into it.
Where instead of being a professional wrestler, you are a manager. Why is that? Did you always want to be a manager?
No, it's something that I did. A friend of mine, who my former client, wanted to return to the independent scene, and he asked for a voice due to the fact of a language barrier. So I told him, okay, I'll try this. You know, I do like the wrestling. I do like the fact that I could be not only a manager but also be in the school, the wrestling school, hear the head trainer talk, teach the guys and the girls of just being psychological in the ring. You know, and that's something. Even learning how to take bumps, learning how to take the hits. Because remember, even a manager takes a bump or two. You know, it's always a payoff. There's always a payoff, and you got to learn how to be safe at all times. And yeah, and it's dope. You know, it's just fun. It's something that if you really want to pursue it, I say go for it.
Now, your team, your faction, Pyramids of Power. How many people are in that group?
Well, there's two of us here, which is Aladdin and Aladdin Ding with myself. But we have our brother Safar, who's tag team with Morsoff and makes the team Collusion. So together, all six of us with Abdul Haq, their manager, were Collusion. But separated, there's the Pyramids of Power and Collusion, which originated, the Pyramids of Power originated with Safar and Aladdin. Then Aladdin Ding was introduced, and there's three of them. So then Morsoff colluded, hence the reason collusion, and they broke off. I always say two factions is better than one to make one stable because you could dominate in any independent scene that you go to, you know?
hmm Now, what are the promotions that yourself and your Pyramids of Power have worked at before, besides Battlefront?
Well, we do PAPW with Paul Roma and Mario Mancini. We've done GSW that was only for one show with I think his name is Ben Belcher. Then we did I know Aladdin has been to like Immortal Times. I by Up North Natick. We've done a couple shows, you know. We also have our own school show, which is the Shut Up and Wrestle. We also do the alley fights for PAPW as well. You know, yeah.
Now you said earlier the only two-time tag team champions at Battlefront. Is that like, what does that mean to you?
That's a big accomplishment, an achievement, a great achievement as well. They were tag team champions before I had them. They lost them, and when we got put together as a team for me to manage, they won the championships again. So they're the only two-time champions in Battlefront. And who knows, if the door opens up, we might be the first ever three-time champs.
Is there any other tag team that is kind of in the way of Pyramids of Power and Collusion?
Right now, I think Collusion just took care of Haven. But I think my Pyramids of Power, which, by the way, in a round table, we were talking about a lot of teams, and Kincaid did an interview with a certain team that say they have the Mongol "Our House, Our Rules." Think you know who I'm talking about?
House of Pain?
House of Pain. Yes, right. They were talking about in their stirring the pot how they beat the Periods of Power all iteration, but they didn't know that a certain guy was paying attention to that interview. That was myself. And I did some research. House of Pain, you're right. They have beaten a version of the Pyramids of Power, which is Safar and Aladdin. But they have never pinned one, two, three, the version of Aladdin and Aladdin Ding. So if you want to say you've beaten everyone, give us a shot and see if you could beat us. If you do, then you beaten everyone. Other than that, you still got a team to beat.
Now, if we can go back to the round table, when you did come on as a guest, the Miss Warden came on and kind of scared Kincaid. Did she have a sword in her hand?
My
What
wife
was
has
that?
my wife has all types of knives.
Oh.
She's getting ready for the day Kincaid returns. I don't think he'll be
Now,
escaping that time.
when Kincaid was kidnapped by you guys,
Correction, by the wife.
well, he said this is just his words when I interviewed him. She's a very old lady, and he just thought to escort her to her car.
And he
Um,
and he learned very quickly she's not. You know,
um,
the Mrs. Warden plays a good paper. She does a good character in the sense of she'll try to squeeze you. She brings you in. She throws the bait and pulls you in. And if you fall for her little innocent persona, you're in trouble. And that's what Kincaid did. She had a plan, and he fell for it.
wow, it's very interesting stuff. Do you think Kincaid will ever pay off his debt fully, his tab, as you created for him?
I think he will. You know why I say I think? Because
Why?
eventually he's gonna show up once we open everything up again. Eventually, Shut Up and Wrestle will be up and running. PAPW will be up and running. Battlefront, all these indies circuits, and he likes to go to all of them. And eventually, the entire team of Collusion will be together, all six of us, and he'll be by himself. Six against one, he will pay. Now, would it
Now,
be a limb or would it be cash? That's totally up to him.
yeah, like I said earlier, this is a fat stack of, I think it's like 100 grand. We're gonna say it's real because it is, and he owes me triple that. So I think you should start charging him triple. That's just that's the other Donovan speaking, not the nice one. It's the alter ego.
So triple for you, double for us. I think he found himself in a hole he can't get out of.
I do want to ask, where does when he does pay off that debt, where does the money go to?
It's going to
Training,
where it's going to who? The
training.
attorney. It's going to our bank account so we can have our money.
Nice, nice.
What do you
Is
think? We need to pay our expenses. We need to pay our merchandise, and Kincaid is holding it up.
hmm, if you could get Kincaid in a ring, what would you do to him and why? What move? One move.
If I could get him into the ring,
Yeah.
well, he is easily. I was able to pick him up easily and throw him to the back of a building one day. So, I could literally see myself doing a last ride power bomb on him, and make sure that after I do that, the guys just do their things on him and let them take care of him the rest of the way.
Nice, nice. Now, is there anyone that you idolized growing up? You said you were a fan since you were little. Who was your
Well,
favorite?
growing up as a kid, Hogan and the Warrior, and as a teenager, the Attitude Era, definitely The Rock. The Rock has been one of my favorites and inspiration. He's a great talker, great charisma, great presence. You know, definitely that. Nowadays, I like a couple of them. You know, I like Roman Reigns. He's a good worker. He has a persona. He has the look. You know, I like what they're doing with Drew McIntyre right now. You know, stuff like that.
Now, for pyramids of the power of pyramids, pyramids power, and in collision. I said
Kalu.
it wrong. I'm saying it the way that I want to say it, just like you say my last name, like you want to say it.
No,
It's a
it's
fair
Kalu.
game, man.
That's not a
Collusion.
fair game. It's not a fair
It's
game.
a fair game.
Collusion. Collusion is an actual word.
Sounds like we're having a little bit of you're breaking up a little bit, so I'm hearing collision from you. So
Collusion.
collision from
Collision
me.
is what a car does. Collusion is what we do.
Would you say the pyramids of power and collision is kind of like the Thanos gauntlet? But it's like when everyone comes together, even though there's five uh, stones and there's six of you, would you compare it to that?
We could compare to yeah, the devastation that it causes. Yes,
Who would you say is
I
the
can compare it
strongest
to that.
person?
In what collusion?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all strong. Each one mentally has an ability that they all have, and that's the good thing about it. We're all strong mentally. The two managers have a brain each that we could come together and come up with a plan, and the guys mentally have a brain that they come up and listen to our plan, and our plan works because we're all a unit, and as a unit we work.
Now, the people that you're partners with, Aladdin and Aladdin Dong,
Ding ding.
Ding Ding. Okay. Um, do they have a sponsorship by Ring Dings and Ding Dongs from like that hosty company? You know, like where the Twinkies are made. Do you guys have a sponsorship by them?
Listen, I know that's what you like eating, ring dings and ding dongs, because I see how you look, but we don't have a sponsorship with them.
Now, your name, the Warden. There's also a thing in prison of the Warden, kind of like runs the prison, and sometimes they have a nightstick. You know what I'm talking about? The nightstick. Do you have any accessories that you bring to the ring? I know you wear a vest sometimes.
I would never tell you if I do.
Why is that?
All you have to do is see videos, and maybe you might see one of me taking out a nice stick or two.
Has it been
But I'll
used on
never
Mr.
tell.
Kincaid?
I got to use one on Big Cal from Dirty Family, the Filthy Family. I got to use it once, but I will never tell you if I carry it all the time. What you want? Referees to be checking me all the time?
I mean, I'm not saying that, but like, I mean, I think all referees should check all participants in a match, whether you're a manager or a wrestler. So,
They only check the participants in the ring, not the ones outside the ring.
never know. Now, your mask. where did you not where did you get it from, but what inspires that mask?
It's a design I did
Looks
that
like
I want.
there's a star on it.
It's actually no. If you look at it, it's three triangles on each side.
Oh,
Covers, see, and a diamond in the middle.
oh, cool.
Obstacle.
Is there anything that you would like to promote for this interview?
Why am I gonna promote? Promoting that we're staying home for now.
No, I mean like your social media, where they can find you
Yeah, you
guys.
guys
You
can
know.
find me at Facebook. You can look up my page, like my page, the Warden. That's where I'm at for now. Maybe later on get more stuff, more social media. I'm not a big fan of social media, but in this day and age, you need it. So I have it. I fall into the times, and you can look up the Pyramids of Power as well. Like their page, like that page, and and look up Shut Up and Wrestle, Kevin Landry Pro Combine Wrestling, like that page, and look up Donovan Dwyer. He's a good kid, funny looking, but he's a good.
Oh, thanks. Thanks. Is there anything that you would like to ask me during this interview?
Why follow in the footsteps of Don Kincaid?
Like I said earlier, I'm not following in his footsteps. I do my own thing. I'm not. I don't run around the camera. I don't. I mean, I don't run around the ring with a phone, interviewing people during a match or when they come out. That's not me. I go to the show. I pay my $5 or $10 at the door, and I just enjoy. And then after the show, I interview people.
Okay, so who came up with the name The Future?
That was Jim Kulik, the Woo guy.
The Woo guy. Okay. So now that you're doing interviews, just like Kincaid, what do you want to come out from this? How do you want to be known as? Not just the future, but what do you want to be inspired as in wrestling?
I mean, my main goal is I want to be a professional wrestler. But if that doesn't work out, there's always something to do in this business.
Oh,
So,
exactly. And have you looked around for schools?
for wrestling wise,
Yeah.
the only schools that I know about are Pro Wrestling Academy of New England, and like it's out near Boston, Massachusetts.
Hmm.
Um, Kevin Lange's Pro Wrestling Combined. There's the Top Rope Promotions in Brockton. So, yeah, there's and even Test of Strength. They have a school too. So
Hmm. Have you reached out?
I haven't reached out yet because I'm only 16. But I mean, yeah, I haven't reached out yet.
Here's the thing. You're only 16, but you still could reach out.
Yeah, yeah. I
It's a
see where you're
goal
going
you
with.
if it's a goal you really want to do,
Mhm.
reach out. Let them know, hey, I want to get into the business someday. I'm only 16. When could I come see you? And that's how you find out. Reach out.
Well, thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. We talked a lot. What inspired you? We talked about Kincaid. We talked about the misses of her knife collection, which kind of scary to me.
Has to be. You're just lucky she had to step out because she was looking forward to meeting the apprentice of Don Kincaid.
Well, once again, thank you. Follow him on Facebook, the Warden, and like his page, the Pyramids of Power. I don't think Collision has one, but eventually,
Collusion, my friend. Collusion.
Collision. We're saying the same thing. I don't know.
Listen, collision is spelled with an I. It's Collillison. Collusion is Collusion. Get it right.
Well, thank you again. I appreciate it. And ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And see you in the next one.
See you in
Thank
the
you,
next
good
one.
sir.